feel like you're doing everything to be available for this?
Yeah, trust me, it is a personal decision. I'm not going to go into depth on why.
Here's Carson Wentz flubbing an answer on remaining unvaccinated.
But I will say, it's a personal decision for me and my family, and, I respect everybody else's decision. And, I just ask that everybody does the same for me.
Why do you demand respect with this one, though, Carson?
Despite the widespread availability of vaccines, daily COVID cases and deaths in the U.S. have surged to levels not seen since January.
The U.S. is now averaging 156,000 new daily cases of coronavirus. As daily admissions climb, hospitals across the country are running out of ICU beds.
I know that's not the world we live in. Not everyone is going to equally view things the same. But yeah, no one really knows what's going on in someone else's household and how things are being handled. So it's a personal decision. That's just where I'm at on it.
COVID is kicking humanity's ass. And as a member, as a team player on Team Humanity, I take that personally.
This is Dr. Hassan Kakli, who rebukes Wentz's personal choice in the simplest of terms.
Nationwide, 180,000 children tested positive during the week of August 12th, raising concerns outbreaks could disrupt more in-person learning.
I know what's at stake. I know all of those things, and like I said, it's just where I'm at with my family.
I do find it interesting how he brings up family. Because families are the ones being separated for life because they will not take a free, safe, and effective vaccine. Take Lydia and Lawrence Rodriguez, who now leave behind 4 children because they refuse to get the shot. Because of vaccine hesitancy and disinformation, Francis Goncalves, a 43-year-old chef living in Cardiff, Wales, lost both his parents and brother in the span of one single week. Tiffany Devereaux of Calvahan said goodbye to her grandmother, mother, and fiance in a span of 5 days. A day later, on Friday, her fiance's dad, her soon-to-be father-in-law, also died. These stories have a theme. They match Carson Wentz's messaging of not getting vaccinated. They chose the personal choice mantra, the same line of thinking that is separating families, causing mistrust and saving lives, and resulting in endless death. As Delta continues its prolonged surge through the country, we are learning more and more about how incredibly scary these variants are. One study in China found how people infected with Delta can carry 1,000 times the viral load as those infected with the original virus. To me, that's shocking, said Nadia Rohn, PhD. That study also found that people infected with Delta carry detectable virus earlier than with the original virus, 4 days versus 6 after exposure, and another study found that they remain infectious longer, 18 days versus 13. Per the CDC, COVID-19 vaccines are effective at protecting you from COVID-19, especially severe illness and death. COVID-19 vaccines reduce the risk of people spreading the virus that causes COVID-19. Thus, this personal choice phrasing is just typical misinformation from Wentz. Just last week, he was deemed a close contact and was forced to miss time in camp. Only unvaccinated players can be deemed a close contact. They can potentially miss up to 10 days. Long story short, it's not only helping the country, but it especially benefits his team, the Indianapolis Colts. Here's why.
If your quarterback misses a game or two during the season, that maybe cost your team a game, cost your team a playoff berth, that won't sit well with guys in the locker room. And remember, you also could have a game be forfeited because of COVID. So if your quarterback is COVID, you have to forfeit a game, you lose paychecks. Guys are going to be looking at him sideways. This is what former players have said, that guys will look at him sideways if that happens. So this could cause dissension in the locker room potentially.
Let's just call Wentz's decision what it is. Selfish. It is selfish to continue putting our healthcare workers at risk because he does not care to do his civic duty. Hospitals in this country are slammed. Doctors and nurses have seen endless death, and Wentz is like, nah, whatever. Ditto with the immunocompromised and those too young to get the vaccine at this point. They remain in danger with irrational decisions like these, much like endangering others as a smoker is no longer acceptable. COVID-19 vaccinations are imperative to preventing future loss of life, and as such, should not be viewed as simply a personal choice.